What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Hardcore, and it's the Monster Core Arcade, Monster Core Basement Arcade. Please subscribe to this channel if you love pinball, arcade games, gaming, anything like that. So today, my goal is to get these games set up. I'm not going to talk right now. I'm just going to give you a quick game plan of what's going on. So physically, I'm going to lift these two games up by myself. They're not really that heavy. All I have to do is just wiggle them and squeeze them in here. These games I just put into place last night after I wrapped up the Guns N' Roses modding and stuff like that, and I put in the black chrome mirror blades. As you can see, I just didn't secure them with the other screws, but they're in there from these holes and the I guess you would call them the nuts. So let me get this going here. Let me put these games back in order as well. I'm moving all these games back into this spot right here, which really is just about moving them carefully, not banging them like this. And all the games are on wheels, so it makes them much easier to maneuver. I pretty much measured every last inch, half inch even, to get these games to fit the way I have them right now. I moved a couple games over, switched spots because of just the length of them, I guess, or the width, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, that inch right there, 2 inches right there, you know, is someone banging their head on it like me. And we also removed the pinball machine out of here, sold it, the Tales from the Crypt that was right here. So now in its place, I just put the Independence Day because it'll work better for being able to walk by. It'll give us more space, more room. And that's about that. So let me get this going here and stop talking. And there's a key, good. And I'll get these games back up and running tonight, this weekend. When Jax is back, get my kids down here for this rainy weekend. I don't know how tomorrow's going to be as far as the weather goes, but today was a pretty big washout. That's all good. We need it. We need it for the earth to cleanse and clean and stuff like that. So it's all good. Let me set up my tripod. And some Baby Pac-Man control panel overlay right there. Maybe it'll get done one day. We will see. Here's my awesome tripod that fell in the wind, thanks to the wind. Now I have to get another phone. But that's life. That's life in the gaming world, right? So let's get a good view here of me moving games. I don't know how that'll work, but I'll just set up the tripod. You can see me take them by like a train, almost like a train. All right, here we go. We're going for another one, Miss Pac-Man. Even though this Miss Pac-Man is in not the greatest shape, it still plays the way it should. You can see I have very, very little clearance for any interference. But as long as I do it slowly, carefully, and calculated, it'll be all right. I actually have another Miss Pac-Man in really nice shape. At least the cabinet is, but the monitor and stuff isn't. So maybe one day I'll switch them. This Pac-Man next to Baby Pac-Man. Something like this. See, it's like a process. And the fun thing is I got to plug them all in again. But that's how we will do it. nuts. I need every single inch I have in order to make this fit the way I want. Getting there. And you can see me pull out Pac-Man from another perspective. Just showing you what it takes to own all these games and be a collector and a hobbyist of pinball and arcades. It takes a lot of patience, number one. If you think this is a collection, we're watching other videos or other YouTube channels of other massive collectors, probably, you know, men that had routes and stuff like that in their life, and then they just collected, or they kept the games that they routed and just held on to them. Some guy has 1,500 pinball games and arcade games. I think his name is Rob Beck. If you want to see that video, it's on Pinball Shenanigans. I like watching that channel when I can. I have time. Some really interesting stuff. These are original cabinets too of Pac-Man. This one was converted into a 16-in-1, and then this Pac-Man has the Doyle board conversion that makes it play 16 other games of the Pac-Man family in fast motion and super speed. I'm definitely into the 16-in-1. I'm definitely into the multi games. I mean, space-wise, it's definitely makes sense to have them, and also to play games and have games that you can't get. You know, some of these games are just so vintage and hard to find. You know, it's like, unless you get really lucky. Well, I mean, that's the way it is. You just come across them, you get lucky. I did. I got lucky with a bunch of games too, but it doesn't happen all the time. That's my point. All right, we're going deeper and deeper. I think that's an asteroids, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Push these in. Just makes it. Have to push in the plungers. This one's a little bit thicker, wider than Pac-Man. This Pac-Man. I think this Pac-Man and Pac-Man are like 26 inches wide or 25 inches wide. One more. Next one is Tron. So I guess, no, I'll move it over here. I'll plug them all in later. Once I get them set up where they want to. Like, Tron should come straight through. Right, you can see me bring Tron from whatever angle. Sorry. Okay. I like signs too. Signs are fun. Billiards and arcade. Put this one right there. This one's Tron. Tron and Tron. Tron Pinball and Tron Arcade. The only with this one is I'm not going to put it in the line yet because I need to pull out the board. I gotta send the board out, so I'm gonna leave this right here. But you can see it'll fit. I mean, it'll fit perfectly. It'll fit without any issue. And then what I'll do is I'll put that mirror right there. I'll squeeze it in behind Gorf so it's secure. And the only thing I don't like is having all these pipes, these PVP, the PEX pipes hanging down, which takes away a little bit of clearance and space. But all right, so that's for now. Right now, let me do this. That back one has to be redone. Back legs. Lieutenant Daniel got legs. All right, so let me shut this down. See, we have our pathway back. Our path. You can see the lineup is almost there, which is good. Then these guys will go back into place too. Move them back a little bit, but there is plenty of clearance over here, so I can mess with this a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna put these guys back, and then move those back, and then I'll have the lineup where it should be. Okay. This is using my strength. What's left of it. I don't know which way it goes up, but it doesn't matter. Actually, I'll go first. These are good games too, even though they're not late. Whoa, watch that step. They're just like a 1-up, but the older versions, I guess. I'm telling you, I calculated this and planned this to the inch. No joke. That's the only way it works. I did it. Zombie lifting things, right? How stiff I am. Sucks getting old. My body's definitely not the way it used to be. This red balloon is from Jonathan's birthday, getting Pennywise, the animatronic. Missing a little bit right there. it in. Not catching my hands. I used to screw them together, which I might do again, but right now I'm just going with like this. That's good enough. See, it's like almost perfect. Space wide, right? Let me see. The lineup is almost back. I had to also cut this piece of stairway away right here, so when you walk over, you don't trip on it. And I had to reinforce it. I cut a couple other things over here too, because this is the way it is. You know, there's nothing I can do about the way the house was set up. So this is the way I'm going with it. And let me show you how I move these guys back. Let me breathing heavy over here. Hard to work nights. Plug in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take all this stuff off in order to put everything in there, which is fine. Part of the process. I'll do it later. So now, I feel like I'm like missing space here. I'm not. I feel like I am. Definitely doesn't have to fit. I have to move things now. A couple inches I gotta move here, so I'll squeeze it. Is that gonna fit right in there? Looks, doesn't look like it's gonna. In order for me to get this game in there, I got to definitely squeeze these down. So I'm not gonna tape my through here either. It's somewhere, but it's not close. All right, so the last game is gonna go like I did with Tron. I'll wait on that. But that Extreme Arcade, another cool multi-arcade machine that was a great buy. Has so many classics on it. That's gonna fit there, but not right now. That's missing it by like an inch or two. So I have to squeeze. I have to take stuff off of there first on top, and push these guys down because it's jammed up like that right there. So see that inch right there? Little crevice. Right, and this one too. There's another inch. I need them. I need every inch I got. But we're almost there. The lineup will be back. And then later on tonight, I'll show you what we got. Put all this crap away. Just dump it in there for now and just get rid of stuff. And get this Friday night in motion. Everybody, see you soon. Thank you for watching. If you watched this long, and you can see what happens next if you tune into the next peril of the Monster Core arcade. The basement arcade and the garage arcade. Almost there. Game hardcore, everybody. What you gonna do?